I cannot be the only one that is tired of pointless frickin' trailers. Can I? Okay, so look, case in point. Here we go. Here it is. Here's the trailer you've been waiting for. This'll explain everything. There's Goku, he's on a logo. Got a new movie coming out. There's the Dragon Ball superhero. What? That's it? This is far and away not the only trailer to do this. It's far and away not the only trailer to do this. These trailers are a pointless waste of space. 31 seconds of my life told me nothing. Nothing. Goku stands on logo. The movie. Oh shit. Like, did that pump anybody up? Is anybody ready for the next Dragon Ball Z movie? No. And if you are, I don't know why. I can't figure it out. If you are excited, you're just excited for the fact that they said, hey, a Dragon Ball Z movie is gonna happen. But you know what? You didn't know that was gonna happen? You didn't know that they've been producing movies since we were born? Like, Dragon Ball has been going on for a long time, guys. And it's been producing movies for a long time. And series. And games. And toys. And manga. And everything else. There is no surprise, or rather should be no surprise whatsoever when something like Dragon Ball says, hey guys, a new movie. You gotta do more than that, Dragon Ball. You gotta do more than that, at least for somebody like me. There has to be more to it than that. That was pointless. And it's not the only time that that has happened. I cannot tell you how many times I have watched trailers where I've gotten to the end and been like, oh wow. I know nothing about that film. I'm not going to see it. I know nothing about it. You didn't convince me in any way whatsoever. Sometimes a trailer will knock you on your ass and you're like, holy shit, I have to see this movie. I have to see it. Like, that got me right there. Like, okay, like the Aquaman movie does a trailer. And I'm watching the trailer and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's Aquaman. It's going to be pretty cool. And then all of a sudden, Black Manta hops out of the water. Gadoo! And he lands and he's got his big, dumb, crazy head. And I was like, you got my money. That's it. You got my money. That's a preview. That is a trailer. That is how a fucking trailer works. That is how you get them in there and say, hey guys, this shit is cool. Come spend your money. That's how it works. If there's nothing to go on, if there's nothing to give a shit about, guess what I'm gonna do? Not give a shit. Ever. Like ever. I don't get it. I'm watching it with so many different things. Like, it's not just this. I'm also kind of tired of seeing where a video game will come out and they'll release a trailer. And the trailer is like, okay, like the new Dragon Quest game that's coming out. There was some fire on the ground and Dragon Quest. Big deal. We already knew you were going to put out a Dragon Quest game. It literally was a waste of your money and my time to see some fire on the ground and a Dragon Quest logo. Had you given me something to go on, I would have been impressed. But then again, I will also argue that I'm kind of tired of watching trailers that are just CGI, little CGI demonstrations. Because most of the time, they're not showing me, like, there are some games that are absolutely guilty of this, where there's CGI, like cutscene graphics, and then there's game graphics. And I'm of the opinion that by now, there should be no separation. If you're using the game engine to tell a story, you should not break away, because the graphics are so amazing nowadays. You shouldn't break away from that game engine to show me like a CGI cutscene. I would rather something like when I'm playing Resident Evil, the new Resident Evil games, everything I see, nothing like takes me out of it. Like when I'm playing Metal Gear. Metal Gear uses the in-game engine to show me things, and I'm like, that's really cool. Because then I never have that moment like when I'm playing Final Fantasy X, and then all of a sudden it flips to this amazing CGI, or even Final Fantasy 13, because they still haven't figured out that that is irritating, and it breaks the illusion. Sure, I got to see like a cool movie, but you probably could have done the same movie on the in-game engine on some of these games. I realize that this is a thing of the past that was necessary to show shit off like this, but nowadays I really don't think it is. And then again, I could argue that it wasn't all the way back in Final Fantasy X. I realize it would not have been as much of a spectacle. It wouldn't have been. I understand that. But then I would argue that when I remember seeing that trailer, I saw the CGI cutscenes, not the game. The first trailers that came out, all I remember was seeing a bunch of CGI and being like, holy shit, the game is amazing. And then going and getting it, and then to turn it on, and then you see the first little part of it, and then it's not anything close to what that preview was showing you. Or nowadays, especially because the world has changed, okay, with all the Let's Plays and shit like that are out there, nowadays I primarily need to know what a game is like before I go buy it. And I more appreciate something like seeing a Mario trailer. A Mario trailer normally will show me like the video game being played, and I'll be like, oh shit, that's cool. That's exactly what I want. It's just your Mario game, and I'm looking forward to playing it. And then it'll turn around, and you'll show me some other game, some fighting game, and it'll be just a big CGI trailer, and I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit because I can't look at the footage and determine anything about your game that's worthwhile that makes me want to spend money. And maybe I understand these are like hype videos, and for some people, just the announcement is big enough to let their minds run wild. I get that. I get that, and if you're that person, be that person, man. Be that person and enjoy it while you can, because at some point you're gonna end up like me. You're gonna end up already playing so many games and owning so many games and having so many shows and movies and things that at some point, fandom, especially as big as it is, once you really get into it, it's going to take more than just an announcement to make you give a shit. Like, because here's the truth. They could have just announced on stage, they could have showcased a picture and said, like, I'm just talking for like E3, and that wouldn't have bothered me at all. If it was like an E3 thing and they show a thing, they show like a bunch of old Dragon Quest clips, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're going up the line, and they're like, and now 12. And they just show a big 12 on the screen, and the guy's like, that's right, in so-and-so, so-and-so. We don't have anything to show yet. That is understandable in a way. That's something that at least I got the idea. I know the game is coming out. That's a hype trailer. That works. But at least you used like old nostalgia with it. It's just pointless trailers for something that literally could have just been said. I'm telling you, and I'm 100% tell you, I promise you, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that stupid shit that we just watched had some guy, literally, if Akira Toriyama, if they'd have just filmed him at his house, even on a webcam, if he'd have walked in the room, I promise you, this trailer would have worked. New Dragon Ball Z movie. Next month. Bam! Oh! I'm telling you, it could have been that simple, and I know, without a doubt, like, the internet would have exploded on that one, and they'd have been like, he literally got on camera and said, from the creator's mouth himself, he said, new movie. And I know this is not next month, but I'm talking in general. And it would have been less in terms of animation cost or anything of that sort. Just pointless. Just Pointless! And I get that this was probably released for Comic-Con or something like that, but still, kinda pointless. Especially because I'm coming across a time in my life when I'm watching things evolve, and I'm watching things like E3, where I don't really see that it's the same thing. Don't get me wrong, if somebody gave me tickets to an E3 event, I'd probably go. I'd probably go! But I'd go for the nostalgia of what it used to be, not what it actually is today. And I don't mean to say that it's like not as exciting as it used to be. I'm sure I would go there and see some panels and be all like in the moment and be like, oh shit, I'm literally at the Sony panel. I'm at Xbox's panel. Like, that would probably blow my mind. But let's be honest about it here. It doesn't carry the same weight. Xbox, Microsoft in general, Xbox, they have a YouTube. And they could just post it on there. And I would see it. Yeah. And to me, it feels like these trailers need to have a little more power behind them now that we live in an age where I can literally not even have to go downstairs. I could sit right here in my office, kick my feet up, grab my Switch, and go to the news feed and watch an entire Nintendo Direct. That means that the trailers have to matter. They have to show me something. They have to mean something. And if they don't, then I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. And guys, you got one chance at my money. You don't show me something that makes me want to spend the money fast. I'm not about to be a first adapter. Not. No interest whatsoever. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm tired of pointless, shitty teaser trailers. They serve no purpose. But if you're excited, be excited, because Goku on a Logo the movie is coming. And it's gonna be on a logo. I'm gonna get out of here.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.